Alright, we're back with our Traveler solo campaign. Our intrepid crew on the ISS Intrepid scout ship have successfully, in the previous time, landed on, I believe it's this one right here, number 3, planet to do some surveys here. Basically a shakedown cruise after Captain Burnett and crew have finally met up. But there are some backstories going on that we have to resolve before we resolve the results of the first survey. So I'm going to be pulling in tables from a lot of places and building a narrative. Our problem is for the trip there, when Carol showed up, she found out that the base commander for the small base right now was a distant relative from her home planet who wasn't on her side. Named him Commander Carlin. So icy, strictly professional reception. Not gonna do her any favors. Question I need to ask is this by design? Did somebody arrange to have him there, or is this just coincidence? Sunny arrives and gives her an icy response. Withdrawn. The curious question here was, did he know she was there, or was this a setup too to sabotage her command? The rest of the crew, Bob and Mary, show up, but everything's solid. Bob's solid as an aspirator. Mary's excited to work again with Carol. Then the problem is, I rolled on the table as they were leaving the spaceport. There was a free trader ship that was seized and the crew arrested by law enforcement. So this could spin off to what else is going on in this system or in this new subsector. So something that really can't be answered now. I mean, was it contraband? Was it piracy? Was it not? Then the liftoff was uneventful. Didn't run into any ships in orbit or nearby, but something happened during the transit back in the engineering spaces. Sunny was doing maintenance and left a critical piece of machinery unsecured and was almost killed. But Bob was there observing and succeeded in saving his life, which generates a number of questions. Was the ship damaged? Was Sunny injured, if not killed? I mean, he wasn't killed, but was he injured? Does Bob tell the captain? And we also realize that Sunny has an addiction. I haven't resolved if it's drug or alcohol. Is that detected? So all those asked, then it was 5 hours transit to the desert planet in system, 5 hours spent scanning it. Then they took a rest period. And then Bob identified the first survey target and scanned for the closest site to land. But unfortunately it was 33 clicks away. Carol decided, instead of passing up on this, it would be a good chance to put the equipment through its paces, including the air car. So she took her time and had a very safe landing at the site, and they're now preparing to break out and move towards the survey site. So with 33 kilometers to go, and ground in some way not permitting a landing between that, for whatever reason, gonna have to see if anything happens on that, as well as once they arrive at the site, is there anything wrong? So that's the situation we're in right now. This shakedown cruise isn't going as smooth as hoped. But I do want to resolve one thing. I did the moons wrong, pointed out by one of the followers here. So I appreciate that. So let's go back to the exploration handbook. I'll close this stuff for now. I do need this spreadsheet. It's in this book right here. So let's bring back the spreadsheet here. So I'm really going to only worry about this one right now. If we look at this, we have a size 3. So bodies of size 3 it's not 3D, it's D3 minus 1. That's what I messed up. I don't know why I did it that way. So you're going to roll a D3 and subtract 1 for the number of moons. Size 2 have no moons, so I can safely put none here. Maybe visiting this planet, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and roll a D3 minus 1. I think we can do that here. Let's close this, we don't need that. So we're going to do a 3-sided die. And 1. Ooh, I could even do a -1 there, but I'm going to roll it. Oh, that was the roll, I guess. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So that's quite the difference. So this has no moons. Let's go ahead though and try this out. We got a 9. This is not a super Earth. This is 3 to 10, so it's D3 minus 1 again for our slightly bigger than Earth. 1, 3, okay. It has 1 moon. Okay, good. And knowing it has 1 moon, I think we can go over here, roll 2D for each moon, so we can figure out the moon type here. Got to roll 2D. Okay. And it's full 2D. So I got to do 2D6, 4. Oh, it's an asteroid. Asteroids indicate a group of asteroid-sized objects orbiting close. Almost like a ring. Well, group of asteroids. Maybe that'll make the approach harder if they do decide to go there. Alright, so we do have our moons. Let's see. Gas giants are going to have lots of moons. Planetary belt, none, and I got 2 small gas giants. Small gas giants have D3 groups of moon, each containing 1D moon minus 1 moons. D3 plus 1. At this point, I'm not going to roll for those. I got what I need so far, so we're going to move on. Let's go ahead and save this. So, yeah, the only moon we may have to deal with on the inner system is this rather large, strange planet right next to the Sun. So we do have some questions to answer, and I'm debating to answer these. There are resolution questions here, but I did picked up this solo Game Master guide, and it had some generic tables. One of these is an oracle, so I'm kind of drawn to this table here for general oracle. There is another more basic table here. So I've got to basically pick what I think. So let's go ahead and fill in the answers to these questions here. I'm going to be typing them over here to the side. So first one is the base commander. Was this a coincidence or a setup? I'm going to say, was it a setup? And I'll say it's unlikely. So using this table, it's a D20. We can do that. So let's pull out our handy dandy dice roller. And let's do a D20. See what happens. I said unlikely. 3. That was a D20? No. That's definitive. Coincidence. Well, that's possible. Hopefully maybe things will change, but that's good. Then the next question is, Sunny arrives more withdrawn than usual. She had been told he was open to the assignment. She was a captain. I mean, I know in this narrative I did say Sunny realized only en route that it was him, but maybe, let's see. I'm going to go with unlikely again. that it was a setup. It was that somebody purposely. I mean, Carol's got a bunch of enemies. Sunny too. A lot of people would like to see her wrecked, and him with her. But we're going to say, I don't know. Yeah, the scout service, I'm going to say unlikely. 5. Well, I'm not rolling very high on d20s. No. Again, a coincidence. Well, that makes the plot easier. But we still got some tougher questions here. Let's see. Now, the next question, I don't know if I want to resolve about the free trader. I'll save that. But I have a whole bunch of questions about what happened, what was the event during the travel that Sonny almost got killed and Bob had to save him. Was the ship damaged? I'm going to stick with unlikely. Let's see if the ship was damaged in any way. If it was, I have to figure out what it was. 16. Yes, but. Well, I get to try this table out here. Yes, but. I have to figure out what happened. And the but table's here. I don't know how this will apply, but let's play it out. It's 1d6, 4. A fact the hero knows is actually wrong, so I'm going to have to spend some time unpacking this. I don't know what that means. Well, I think let's ask first, was Sonny injured? That would determine if, let's see, let's go back here. We'll do very unlikely again. Do a d20. Was Sonny injured? Unlikely. Ouch. 10. Ooh, no, just barely. 10. No, good. So that actually influences. Sonny wasn't injured. So I'm still stuck with the damage. So does Bob tell the captain? At this point I'd say it's unlikely since he wasn't injured. Let's play it that way. 5. No. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Okay, Bob didn't tell the captain. So do they detect his addiction? I guess in this case it would be Bob. I'm going to say very unlikely with this. No. Okay, this is interesting. So, our situation is the base commander, that wasn't a setup. Sonny being there was as it appeared on the surface. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe he didn't understand. Either way, right now he's cold and icy, and he's got some kind of addiction. And then the ship has been damaged, but the hero thinks they know. What the hero thinks they know is actually wrong. I gotta think about that. The ship is damaged. I'll have to think about damage. Okay, they're down. They're landed. That being said, maybe that would have impacted the landing. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hop in the air car. Now the question is, I think, would it be standard practice to leave somebody behind? I think it would. And who would stay behind? Not Mary. And not the captain. It would be either Bob or Sonny. And I think, to be honest, it'd probably be Sonny, the engineer. It just makes sense. Bob's good with scanning, and he can run shotgun for him. So I think Sonny's going to be left behind. So I'll have to figure out if Sonny does anything wacko while they're gone. Let's see. So The three of them pile in the car. Sonny stays back. I should make something for that. And they now transit to the 33 clicks. I'll say it's probably an hour trip. And let's see, what can we ask here? Now they're going to do a trip. It's going to be tough terrain. I think we want to roll to see if something bad happens on the way. So, still liking these tables here. I'm going to go with the unlikely. Just going to stick with the unlikely here. So I'm set for the 120, and we roll. Ouch, 16. Oh, it's a yes, but wow. Road trip problem. Yes, but things are not going good for these people. Alright, we're back to a 1d6. See if we can build something around that. An adjustment to the physical environment. Okay, I'm going to have to unpack that. Does the... Let's see, what else do we want to ask? Does it prevent them from getting to the survey site? Let's do that. I wonder, does it prevent them? 3, no. Okay. They make it to the survey site, so we have to... Okay. I don't know what an adjustment to the physical... Okay. And then Bob's left alone. Okay, so maybe I need to do something around that. Well, let's do this. These are survey problems here. So what we're going to do is see if there's roll once on the survey problem table. Okay, they make it there. I've got to figure out what's wrong with the trip there, but oops, that's the wrong thing. Alright, well let's roll to see what the survey problem is. Then we can build a narrative around that. So I need 2d6. Survey, oh gosh, 65. Oh my gosh. Skill check required, 6 plus to avoid. Roll 6 plus to leave a survey without leaving my kit or having a PC injured. God, they're not having much luck. I got 6 plus to avoid. Okay, let's take a look at this here. Alright, I got a 6 plus skill check. I'm not going to throw any modifiers on it. I'm assuming that's, yeah, that's going to be 2d6. Okay, do they, and if they fail, they're going to lose kit or PC's injured. I guess we could do a 50-50. Oh my goodness. Shoot. This is getting crazy here. I mean, that's the lowest possible roll. Fail check. And oh boy. Now I don't understand how you decide between a valuable kit or having a PC injured. Valuable kit or having a PC injured. I mean, I could do a 50-50. Somebody's injured. Why do I keep going that way? Let's see. Does this one help? Let's do unknown. See, is a PC injured or not on the unknown table? Uh, 12. Yes, but. Gosh. Okay, this is... I don't know if this is the way you do it, but... there are no NPCs. An error in an assumption. I have to figure that out. And let's find out who was injured. Well, I got 3 people. So 1, 2, Carol. 2, 3, Mary. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do Carol. Let's do Carol, Bob, Mary. Carol. Holy smoke. The captain. This whole campaign may end quick. All right. I think there's one other question. Sunny while gone. Problems. And let's roll for that. Sunny, well, does Sunny get in any trouble while gone? I'm going to go with unlikely. Let's see what we get. I think it's a 20. 3, good, no. Pfft. It's the last thing we needed. He behaved himself. Okay, we're going to get a PC reaction. Holy smoke. Okay, this is where we're at so far. We know the ship was damaged. I'm going to have to figure out what that was due to the accident, but Sonny wasn't injured. Bob didn't tell the captain, and nobody has detected his addiction yet. Sonny's left behind. He behaves himself, but the travel runs into problems along the way. So I think if I'm going to follow I'm going to use those as the guidelines, and I'm going to build out narratives and see which one is true. Carol's injured, so I have to figure out what kind of injury happened. Okay. Where are we at for time here? 23 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Alright, there's a table here I'm going to use to determine Carol's injury here, Captain Burnett's injury. It's this situation here. Anything but a 1. But we'll see. This will kind of inform what kind of injury we have. So let's go ahead and do a 1d6 here and check the fate of Carol. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. No. Ah, boy. Are the dice determining this? What's the worst thing? She's unconscious. Wow. Okay, that was a road trip problem. Wow. Well, this is the end of their survey. They are going to return to the ship, but we're going to ride, hopefully that, what is the worst thing possible? I'm going to have to come up with alternatives here and see. It could be poison, could be related to the road trip when driving the air car. The air car wasn't damaged, but something happened with her. Was it at the site or was it in the air car? Okay, well, okay, I'm asking a lot of questions. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. This is new here. I'm curious, they made it to the environment, but with this thing happening to here, okay, let's just do a 50-50 roll. Did the thing happen to Carol at the survey site or with the air car problem? Natural catastrophe. I don't think it matters. Well, let's say was it air car related or site related? We'll just say air car related is even. Odd at the site. Okay. The worst possible thing. Is she near death? I think she's incapacitated. We'll leave it at that for now. We can unpack what it is. Okay. So it wasn't the air car, so let's get a return trip here. They're going back to the ship. The captain is unconscious. Let's see if they have problems on the way back. I'm going to go with unlikely, although the air car has been problematic. We'll go with unlikely. Come on! Yes, but... Oh my goodness. Let's roll a but. I don't know. Adjustment to physical environment. Don't know what that is. I'll unpack that. Do they make it to that ship? I'm going to go with likely. Let's do 20. Do they make it to the ship? Come on. Likely on 8. Yes, but. Wow. And what's the but? Twist to the relationship between people in the situation. Okay. Okay, I think Bob and Mary. They make it to the ship. That's good. Okay. Or it could be between Carol and Sonny. I mean, he sees her injured. How does he react? That's where I'm going to stop. I got too much to unpack now. So, they did at least pull off somewhat of a survey, we'll say. So let's see how many survey points they have before we shut things down. Let's see, it's there. I don't like jumping around here. There we go. During a survey of a single target, any failed survey roll reduces that 1d6 survey point roll by -2. So they get to roll survey points. I guess that shows how good they are. They get a 1d6, but they will get a -2. And their survey takes longer. I'm not worried about time right now. We can look at that. So They make it back, but we got a damaged ship. Don't know if... Okay. Well, let's get the survey points. 1d6. Yep, -2. Oh, nice. They got a good survey. Let's see. Let's write this. Survey points were 4. So they did find good information there. So the only question I got left is the ship operational from the damage? I haven't determined what it is, but let's at least do that, and that'll help build the narrative. Is the ship operational? I'm going to go with... I don't know. I'll go with likely. Oh, yes. 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 A solid yes. Okay, so the damage was something else. We'll figure that out later, but the ship is operational. Alright, so they made it. Okay, so what happened here? They made it there. There was a hitch on the way there, but it wasn't showstopper. And they got to the survey site. They did a good survey, but then something happened to Carol that makes her unconscious or life-threatening. I'll have to unpack that some more. It's entirely possible. What were they looking for there? Let's see. Animal life fauna. Microfauna. Maybe there's something with the microfauna. Poison. That could be it. If it's microfauna, yeah, maybe it's poisonous microfauna. We'll look at that. So Carol has unconscious. So they do the return trip. They make it. The ship, they make it. It's operational. They're going to have to go back to the scout base now. They don't have a choice. So the question is, there's a twist in the relationship. And I think that's going to be... It's going to be between Carol and twist in the relationship. I wonder how you figure that out. Character reactions, PC relation. Let's see. Okay, this is a one-time roll, but maybe it happened. Or we could say this. I think I'm gonna... This is turning into a soap opera, but I think I'm gonna... let's see how Sunny reacts. To avoid a bad reaction. Can I roll on this table here? Maybe not. Sunny's gonna have a reaction to Carol being injured. I think Cheryl was injured by the microfauna. So what's Sunny's reaction gonna be? I could just go for this. Avoid a bad reaction. Roll an 8+. Then it's a good reaction. What's the definition of a good reaction? He warms to her? Okay, let's do this. Above 8, we roll on that. Below 8, he is concerned about her. This turns the tide. There you go. Can't think of any modifiers to add. 8+ on 2d6. Got to roll greater than an 8. Well, let's think about this. If I roll greater than an 8, it's a good reaction. If I roll below 8, it's a bad reaction. Oh, yes. Okay, something positive is finally coming from this. Sunny, good reaction. He may turn the table based on this. This could be the event that changes his mind. It's a good reaction, concerned about Carol. Maybe this will change things. So this is where we leave it all. We can unpack the narrative later, but I'm going to say that Carol was somehow poisonous microfauna. And they've got to get her back to the scout base for medical treatment. So we're going to have an immediate liftoff and return to base. There's damage to the ship, but it's operational. We'll have to figure that out too. But this was a short-lived survey. They're not going to catch the other points. They're not going to go to the monster planet, at least this go around. So we got to figure out once they get back what's going on. So anyway, I think that's far enough. I'll type up a commentary here. 36 minutes. This has been an interesting experience. So yeah, thanks for listening. If you like, click like. Click subscribe if you want to see what happens to our crew of the Intrepid as they try and rush their captain home for medical treatment. And we'll see if, even though it's bad for Carol, for Sunny, it's changing at least his view of Carol. So we'll see how all that plays out in the commentary and the next episode. And so again, thanks for listening. As the ISS Intrepid turns, we'll return.